This is what Christ followers are all about. We're not just saved to go to heaven. That comes later. We're saved to bring heaven to earth. We're saved to actually bring light into darkness. And I know people think, oh, I don't know enough. You don't need to know enough. This is not about knowing enough. This is about being enough. And the one that is in you is greater than the one that's in the world. It's if you are in that position that your light is lit and you are growing and keeping that flame burning that others can see. That's what it's all about. Now the question is, now you know about it, what are you going to do about it? You can change a lot, change nothing. What will you do about what I've just shared with you there about the simplicity of keeping your light burning? The simplicity of being a servant of Christ to all, considering others above yourself. What will you do about it? What helped me get it through that storm and get out the other side was gratitude. It was gratitude. So what we've done is we've got our You're Awesome cards. We don't have any printed ones at the moment because printing has become very expensive. So we're just making them available, and you can actually download through your phone. You can get it on back of your seats wherever you go, get the resources. You can take that, and I want you this week to do something. Practical side. Let's start with our human side first. I want you to take that, You're Awesome, and I want you to think of two or three people in your world that you are grateful for. And I want you to write them a text, send them a message, make a phone call, organize a meeting, and don't just go, I think you're awesome. No, we've already said that. They've got the awesome part. Why are they awesome? What is the evidence that you see of God in them that is actually breaking through the darkness and pointing you to Jesus? And I want you to start, it's a simple thing. Start with just those in close at the moment and allow that to grow. And your light will begin to burn more and more. And as you do, suddenly that will expand. And then you'll have people outside of your normal frame of reference go, man, there's something different about you. There's something different about you. And they ask questions. And you're ready for the journey. You're Awesome cards. Very simple. That's a simple thing that you can do. And then start thinking about, do everything without grumbling and arguing. Seriously, I've seen people go from meeting to meeting arguing. And at the end of the day, they feel like they've achieved something when they haven't really. They've actually just destroyed those relationships a little bit more, and now it's harder for the next meeting. Figure another way. Ask God to give you a creative way. You know what? I'm not arguing about this. Just do it in love. I'm not arguing about this. I'm the boss. Do what I say. No. Find another way other than that. You know what I mean? But sometimes I understand there are times when you have to, like if it's, a breach of whatever, you need to address it. But try and figure out a way to actually, from a relationship point of view, be grateful for what that person brings. Some of us argue and fight with people because we just don't understand why we're wired. It's taken a while for my team to realize they come in and they share stuff with me, and it's like the novel thing, and they realize after about 5 seconds, my eyes glaze over. I'm hardly even conscious, and then they ask me a question. I don't know. What are you talking about? And it's like, why are you so angry? I'm not angry. I'm just like. But now they go, oh, you just want the headlines. Yes, give me the headlines. But when you understand that, I'll read your headline. Yeah, your headlines are pretty good. I like those headlines, particularly if I have a shot at Nan. That was very clever. That was very clever. So that's it. Practice gratitude. Take the You're Awesome cards. Now, this particular devotion I did because I said, Lord, what do you want me to teach? And he said, I want you to go back 10 years. So I went and found my 10-year-old devotion book, and I went to the 14th of June in that, and this message came out of there. You need to This is how a star is born and how the light stays burning and the purpose of it behind us. But the way I told you the practical thing there now with the Your Awesome cards. Now here's what we've got to do that is behind that. We need to take a lesson from sunflowers. Anybody know some deal on sunflowers? They're yellow? Yes. Yes. So what sunflowers do is they turn to the east and they await the sunrise. Once the sun comes up, then they track the sun all the way to the west when it goes down, and during the night they go back to the east, awaiting the sun's return. Can anybody think of anything that we've got that we might do that might help us turn our focus to Jesus, to track him? Anything at all? Begins with S, ends with P. Soap. Soap devotions. No, you're just thinking about lunch. You're just thinking about lunch, babe. That's what's going on there. Soap devotions. It is such a simple process, but what it does is it puts you in a position where you can track. You can follow Jesus. What's he said to you throughout the day? How are you going to apply it? How does it work with others? I think it's fascinating. And if we stay tracking and we don't do it in solo, some of the times you do it in solo, like 2 or 3 times a week you journal on your own, that's great, that's healthy, but have your village, have a group of people around you, which you need to have so that they can walk with you and you get collective revelation. You also have support. So start a little village, start a little group together and read collectively. And it's amazing because if you go back to the sunflowers, I thought, what do they do if it's a cloudy day and you can't find the sun? You know what they do? They turn to each other and reflect off each other. It's amazing. What a perfect picture. So it positions us in community. When things are dark, we just turn to each other in there. And God uses each other to help us pierce through the darkness of what is going on. It's amazing. Reflecting the sun is so much more fun. But shining his light provides hope in even the darkest night.